Garmin just entered the fixed-mount VHF market with two brand-new radios, and they didn't play it safe. Built-in AIS, noise cancellation, and a 3.5-inch color touchscreen. That's a shot across the bow at Standard Horizon and Icom. So Garmin is calling these the Signal VHF 400 and the VHF 400i. And right out of the gate, the spec sheet is doing some heavy lifting. You've got a 3.5-inch color touchscreen on a fixed-mount VHF. That's not common. Most radios in this class are still rocking monochrome displays with physical buttons from 15 years ago. The 400i is the one to pay attention to. It adds built-in Class B AIS receive and transmit, not just receive, transmit. That means your vessel is being broadcast to other AIS-equipped boats and plotters on the water, not just listening. Both units feature Garmin's advanced noise cancellation on the microphone side, which they're calling a big deal for anyone running an open boat or dealing with wind noise at speed. There's also Bluetooth for wireless handset connectivity, NMEA 2000 integration, and DSC with GPS position reporting built in. These aren't stripped-down entry-level units. Garmin came out swinging with a full-featured package. Here's the thing. Garmin doesn't enter a market category to finish third. They have the distribution, the ecosystem, and the brand trust to come in and immediately compete for the top shelf. Fixed-mount VHF has been owned by Standard Horizon and Icom for a long time. Both make excellent radios, but neither has a touchscreen like this at the fixed-mount level. And when you pair a Garmin VHF into a GN network with your EcoMap or GPS map chart plotter, you're getting seamless DSC calling, integrated vessel tracking, and AIS targets sharing the same data bus. That's the play here. If you're already running Garmin plotters, adding a Garmin VHF makes your whole helm smarter. The noise cancellation piece also matters more than people give it credit for. If you've ever tried to call in a position on a rough day with a diesel engine running behind you and 20 knots of wind in your face, you know how bad radio comms can get. A mic that actually filters that out is a real-world upgrade. Let me break this down simply. If you're fishing offshore, running coastal passages, or doing anything where maritime traffic matters, you want the 400i with AIS transmit. Knowing other vessels can see you on their plotters is a safety feature, not a luxury. The price jump between the two models will determine whether it's a no-brainer, but in my experience, built-in AIS transmit on a dedicated radio is almost always worth it over adding a separate AIS transponder later. The base VHF 400 without AIS still makes sense for inshore and inland boaters, lakes, rivers, bays, where AIS traffic is minimal and you're mostly using the radio for marina comms and weather. Both models are going to appeal strongly to anyone already invested in the Garmin ecosystem. If your helm is already running Garmin plotters and you need to replace a VHF or you're rigging a new boat, this is the obvious choice for network cohesion. Now, who should pump the brakes? If you're running a tight budget and you already have a functioning Standard Horizon or Icom that works fine, there's no emergency here. A solid radio is a solid radio. Wait for real-world reviews, including ours, before committing. I also want to see how that touchscreen holds up in direct sunlight and with wet hands. Touchscreens on a helm in a marine environment can be hit or miss. Garmin has gotten much better at this on their plotters, but a VHF radio gets handled differently. It gets grabbed fast, in bad situations, with gloves on. I want to know how that screen performs under pressure before I recommend it unconditionally. If you're not in the Garmin ecosystem at all, Standard Horizon's GX series and Icom's M510 are still genuinely excellent radios worth considering. Don't buy a Garmin VHF just because of the brand name. Garmin hasn't published final street pricing yet as of this announcement. Check current pricing at Garmin's site and your favorite marine dealer. These are brand new, so expect to pay a premium at launch. The 400i with AIS will naturally run higher than the base 400. Availability looks to be rolling out soon, and you'll find these through Garmin's standard dealer network and major online marine retailers. We'll link whatever current pricing we can find in the description below. We're getting one of these on the bench as soon as they ship. Real-world audio test, touchscreen usability, network integration with a GPS map plotter. All of it. Subscribe so you don't miss the full review when we actually get this thing on the water.